I'm Kaylee, and this is my TBR for Nonfiction November. I don't usually do a lot for Nonfiction November. I might read one book and be like, okay, I participated, But this year, I have a humongous stack of books that I'm going to be reading for Nonfiction November. I don't know how it happened, but all of these books are ones that were sent to me from publishers in exchange for a free and honest review, and they just kind of accumulated. So I was like, okay, well, we have a big stack of nonfiction. Let's do this. Nonfiction November is a month-long readathon that is hosted by a book olive. She reads a lot of nonfiction all through the year. So if you love nonfiction, make sure you go over and subscribe to her channel. She has also been doing this wonderful series all about the Wishbone TV series. She analyzes an episode of Wishbone in every video, and I have just been loving that video series from her. So if you liked Wishbone as a child, then you have to go and watch those videos as well. And please do subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and follow me over on Goodreads and Instagram and all the places. And leave me a comment and let me know, what are you planning to read for Nonfiction November? So the first one, I have actually already started reading because I got a little excited, so I'm already a few pages in. It's to Master American History in 1 minute per day. This was really cool because it has, just a little snippet that you can read, maybe something that you never knew before about Andrew Jackson, or about the Shays Rebellion, or George Washington Carver. I love stuff about history, so of course, as soon as this came in the mail from the publisher, I was like, oh, I have to read a little bit. The thing is, I can never limit myself to just one page, like 1 minute a day. I end up reading 5 or 6 pages. Okay, these next 3 books are all from Bruce Wilson Jr., and they're also history books, but they kind of focus on particular topics in history. So this one is Gazing at the Night Sky, 5,000 Years of Humanity's Quest to Find Our Place in the Universe. So who named the planets, and why isn't Pluto a planet? And it says, from ancient cave paintings to flying drones on Mars, humanity's relationship with the skies has changed dramatically. This sounds so cool. I've kind of been saving this one up for November. This is another one where I wanted to dive into it right away, but I was like, no, let me save it up to be special for Nonfiction November. And of course, we have to have a portrait of Galileo and these ancient maps of the stars and stuff like that. Ooh, I just love this kind of stuff. This is gonna be so cool. Okay, another one from Bruce Wilson Jr. is The Ocean Blue, a history of maritime trade, naval warfare, and exploration. It says that from the birth of humanity, oceans have separated and connected cultures. The ocean became a site for scientific advances and a highway for globalization. So we've got a mosaic from the ancient Greeks and Romans. Ooh, like an ancient map. Oh man, I love a good ancient map. And the last one from Bruce Wilson Jr. is One Day at a Time, 365 Innovations, Discoveries, and Triumphs in World History. I think it just goes through by year, like some amazing thing that was discovered or was invented in that year. So in 1364, Padua builds a large clock with mechanical regulation. 618, the Tang Dynasty is founded in China. In 650, the Chinese used paper money for the first time. Ooh, I just love this kind of stuff. Oh my goodness. In 1633, tulip mania takes over Holland. Ooh, I love the history. Oh, here's a fun one. In 1885, John Pemberton patents Coca-Cola, a drink with cocaine, cola nuts, and citrus. Oh man. Oh goodness, this one's gonna be great. I just love those little snippets of history. I'm going to link all 3 of these books in the description so you can go over and purchase these, because these just sound so cool and you might want to read them as well for Nonfiction November. Our next one is The Big Book of Mysteries, Uncover the Truth About Over 100 Real-Life Mysteries. This thing is huge. And I love that it has, it has a cutout in the cover. Isn't that cool? Real-life mysteries. So this one is kind of more written for maybe middle grade or children or something, but all sorts of different Strange mysteries that have never been solved. Ooh, now I just want to sit down and look at all the pictures. I'm getting distracted because I just want to look at all the hanging gardens of Babylon. Just such cool stuff. Ooh, the lost cities. Okay, save it for November. Save it for November. Our next one is Insectopia, the wonderful world of insects. I do not care about insects. I think like, okay, butterflies, real nice. Okay, pretty, but other stuff like, ew, I don't need to know about that. However, my nieces are obsessed with bugs right now, and they have begged me, Tia, can we have a bug book? You have so many books, Tia. Why don't you have any bug books? So I told them I would request the publisher to send me a bug book. So we have a bug book. I think that my girls will really enjoy this. So there are some lovely things about, butterflies. Here are some ground beetles. Ooh, tiger beetles. Okay, I don't know. Some of this is like kind of, yucko. Wow, it's a lot of beetles. Why are there so many beetles? Oh my goodness, 10 million different kinds of beetles. But I do really love the end papers. Isn't that pretty? I just love that. And it looks like there's really, good information in here and everything. This would be great for, kids that are just interested in bugs, like my girls are. There's a couple more for the kids. How do scientists ask questions? A book about the scientific method. And how do you share with your friends a math book about fractions, decimals, and percents? I've already read a couple of other books from this, series as like a science-y kind of series. So I already know that I really like this style. So this one will be fun to read through and then share it with my nieces maybe when they're a little bit older, when they're ready to learn about fractions and decimals. Then we have Interior Design 101, a beginner's guide to transforming your home. I just really love this cover. I mean, this is really pretty. If my home could just look like that would be wonderful. This might be fun because I've been thinking about, maybe I should, redecorate, not a lot, but redecorate a little bit here and there in my home. Okay, this next one has been very difficult for me not to look at because I'm like, no, save it for November. It's Astonishing and Extinct Professions, 89 Jobs You Will Never Do. So this is stuff like, they used to have rat catchers and things. So these are jobs that do not exist anymore. So whipping boys and powder monkeys, object swallowers, and whaling women, and all sorts of things. Gladiators and ice harvesters, and the brave riders of the Pony Express, and ornamental hermits. It's full of really cool pictures, and it tells about these old jobs that, have disappeared. Okay, and our last one is how the new 7 wonders of the world were built. So there is another book that is a companion to this of how the 7 wonders of the world were built. So, the ancient 7 wonders of the world, but now there's like the new 7 wonders of the world. So I read the other one and I super loved it. So when I saw that they had this companion, I just had to have it. And it literally goes through like how they built stuff and how the scaffolding and I don't know, all kind of stuff. Like how were these things constructed and the history behind it and what these buildings were used for and all kinds of great history and stuff. So this is going to be a cool one to dive into as well. All right, those are all of the books that I'm going to be reading for Nonfiction November. Please leave a comment and let me know, what are you planning to read? Do you love history and stuff like that the way that I do? Or are you more, attracted to bug books? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and remember, the right book in the right hands at the right time can change the world.